Well, hello there. Yes, I'd like to officially welcome you to your Earth Fairy orientation. Now, I understand during the selection ceremony you were assigned this particular position. Is that correct? Terrific. We're definitely happy to have you. So, yes, my name is Flora, and I am the head Earth Fairy for this district anyway. There are a number of head fairies throughout the world, but I'm sort of in charge of this area. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard so very much about you. The Queen speaks very highly of you, I must say. So, now tell me, how much do you know about the job? What it entails, that sort of thing? All right. Well, why don't I go ahead and take this free moment that we have here to kind of walk you through what to expect and tell you a bit more about your job responsibilities and yeah, things of that nature. Would that be all right? Wonderful. Well, let me just kind of refer to my notes here. We actually aren't assigned Earth Fairies all that often. There are only a handful of us, to be quite honest. Well, it's a rather difficult job, so, but it is very rewarding, I must admit. But there is a great deal involved, a variety of job responsibilities, that sort of thing, and so only the fairies with, shall we say, a unique set of skills are assigned this position, as a general rule, that is. All right, let me see here. Here we go. So, yes, here we are. So, your first day on the job, you will be paired with a more experienced fairy who will kind of show you the ropes, so to speak, and she'll be your guide for probably the first few weeks. Yes, and I've actually paired you with Fauna, and she is one of our most talented fairies, so you are in very capable hands. Now, typically Earth Fairies work all year round. We are not seasonal in any regard. However, our most busy time of the year would definitely be spring. I'll just walk you through a bit of what we do each season so that you can get a general overview, and then I'll answer any questions that you might have, okay? Wonderful. So, generally, during the spring, we're in charge of blooming. So, all of the flowers that you see throughout the realm, yes, even the grass is all kind of our doing in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of seed planting, seed creation, which is always a bit of a tricky job. We leave that to our more, our masters of blooms, really. They've been through extensive training, and yes, well, we allow all of our Earth Fairies ample opportunity for advancement. So if you are working the job and you feel that there's a particular niche that will fit you best, you're more than welcome to approach me and see if there's a training program we can get you into. Okay, yeah. We do offer tuition if it's a particular role that we think you're ideally suited for. Okay. So during spring, we also help paint the flowers the various colors. For instance, if we find that there are far too many purple flowers in a particular field, we might mix it up a bit and paint some white or pink here and there, just for a bit of diversity. And I'll actually give you this booklet here that includes all of the duties of spring, but be prepared to work long hours during the spring months. Typically you'll wake up at about 6:30, 7, and yes, you have plenty of time to get to your work location, definitely. And we also provide transportation if you need it. Yeah. Well, some fairies prefer not to fly. They prefer to have other modes of transportation just to save on energy. So, and then you'll usually work till about 7. So, yeah. Yes, we do provide health benefits, of course, and we also offer once a month. We give you the opportunity to go visit the Fairy Wellness Spa, and of course we cover the bill. We feel that the physical and mental well-being of our employees is of the utmost importance, definitely. Now, during the summer season, we are typically in charge of simply maintaining the wildlife and the foliage that we grow during the spring. Sometimes we'll help out with the water fairies a bit and make sure all of the plants are well watered and nourished. Yes. Well, all of the fairy groups try to work together. We do our best. Actually, once a year we have a fairy tournament of sorts where we get to kind of be a bit competitive, but throughout the rest of the year we try our best to cooperate as much as possible. So during the summer it's all about keeping everything at even temperatures and preventing withering, which can be quite a daunting task at times, especially if it's, global warming issues and such. So we definitely have our work cut out for us during those months. During the fall, we're in charge of falling leaves, painting them various colors, of course. And now you do have a bit of an artistic flair, am I right? Oh, good. Yes, you'll definitely need that here. And during the fall, we also kind of get everything ready for the winter months, and segueing into the winter months, we are generally in charge of ensuring that all of the seeds grow dormant in a safe and proper manner. And let me see here. Oh yes, of course, snowfall. Sometimes we will have to put protective housings over certain sproutlings, trees maybe that didn't fare well in the previous seasons, to ensure that they are not frozen. And then leading out of winter, we will take care of thaw issues. Yes. So, as I said before, there are a variety of tasks involved in being an earth fairy, but it is highly rewarding. We get to see all of the various aspects of our realm flourish and thrive, and it's a lovely and highly creative profession, in my humble opinion. Now tell me, do you have any questions for me? Oh yes, of course, vacation time. You'll generally be given 4 weeks off a year. Yes, we do allow for maternity and paternity leave, of course. Only up to your 15th child, however. After that, you are given a reduced amount of time, just for compensation reasons, budgetary concerns. So you are guaranteed all of those under fairy law, so there's no no need to worry about any of that. Yes, well, as I said, we do cover the wellness care every month. We do also cover psychiatric care. We have a partnership with Dr. Cricket, so you'll be guaranteed yearly conscience evaluations, things of that sort. So we do have all of that in place. We want to make sure that Well, that you're well cared for. Yes. Oh, and I almost forgot. That reminds me. We actually offer each of our Earth Fairies a clothing budget. So each year you will be given a stipend in order to buy new lily pad clothing or daffodil hats, things like that. We have a partnership again with a local retailer here, and a fantastic tailor, so he can make sure that, you know, any daisy skirts you purchase are well hemmed, and there'll be no trouble at all. So we do cover that as well for you. So as I said, there are a variety of benefits that are absolutely amazing. Each of the fairy councils get their own unique set of rewards and perks, but I feel that we make sure that all of our fairies are very well balanced mentally and physically, and that they're pampered every now and again, of course. Most assuredly. While you're on the job, if you do have to travel great distances within a short period of time, we will assign you mouse transportation. So you will, sort of a mouse partner, and that will of course save, any energy or taxation on your wings. We want you to keep your wings in pristine condition, of course. They are new after all, so they're still kind of stretching and getting used to long flights. So let me see which mouse we actually... Now, would you prefer a mouse or a grasshopper? Which one? A mouse is fine. Okay. Now, do you have a mouse driver's license, or will we need to arrange for a testing session for that? Oh, good, you already have one. Well, that's perfect then. Okay. Let me see here. Also, if you will need to go out of town for any particular job assignment, we do, of course, cover all of your travel and accommodation expenses. We have a number of connections where we can get discounts on room and board in Neverland and let me see what other realms. Enchanted Forest, of course. We even have a few places in Wonderland. So we have a whole long list essentially of hotels and bed and breakfasts, those sorts of things, where we will be able to get you in for the night or however long it may take. Yeah. Well, sometimes we may need to go on a business meeting or, to meet with the other fairies from the other councils who may be out of town, or to kind of collaborate with other Earth fairies. So we always like to make sure that you have sort of a home away from home in those cases. Alright, well, I think that's it. Is there anything I can help you with? Any other questions that you may have? No? Okay. Well, as I said, we're very fortunate to have you on board. Yes. Actually, I believe I knew your mother many years ago. Now remind me again, which particular council was she assigned to? Oh, lovely. Yes, I do remember her. She was rather remarkable, wasn't she? All right. So, I will be seeing you very shortly for your first day on job. Report back here on Monday for me at 7:30 sharp, and we'll get you started. We do have a uniform that will put you in while you're training, just to make sure that everyone knows that you're kind of learning the ropes. Yes. Well, it was no trouble at all. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I'll see you again soon.